I'm Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is August 5th, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi, Pete Fabbio, the owner of Nick's Chophouse and Skydeck, and Amanda Hamilton, who is a server of 7 years at Nick's Chophouse. Today's show is brought to you by Herman Bros, located on 23 Geneva Street in Lyons. We are open and here for all your household needs. They are an essential business for appliances, sales, and services. Stop in today, and of course, a mask is
Herman Bros?
required. Yes. Herman. They call themselves Herman Bros, Herman Brothers.
Herman Brothers.
It's one or the other, but I think more people know them actually as Herman Bros. But they're open. If you need any appliances, they're there, but you have to wear a mask.
Downtown Lyons.
2020, downtown
Now,
Lyons.
everybody's got to wear masks. And the thing is, people go into businesses and they refuse to wear a mask. It's not the business owner's fault.
Right. I agree. But, people are stubborn and we can't change that. Anyways, welcome our lovely guests. Are you excited to be here?
Thanks for
I'm
coming
so
in.
excited.
All the way from Canandaigua?
All the way from Canandaigua. We are so excited you guys are here because you have some exciting news revolving around your business. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We started the restaurant, the Chophouse, in August of 14.
Okay.
And so this is our 7th year. And somewhere along the way last year, I decided that it would be a great place and I had the right building to do a rooftop bar.
Amazing.
Dining.
Amazing.
I frequent one that gave me the idea, and so we started construction September,
Wow.
actually July of last year.
Oh, okay.
Well, because there were a lot of interior renovations we had to make
Oh, yeah.
to accommodate the elevator and do the
Right.
rooftop expansion. So
And it's officially open and ready for the public?
it is. We've been doing soft openings on the weekends with the emergency stairs.
Okay.
We opened Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The elevator should be completed and operational by the first of next week.
Good to know.
Knock on wood. And then the stairs will become emergency only. Everybody will enter the Skydeck with the elevator.
It is so beautiful, and as you can see the pictures on there, it is big. I mean, you can fit a lot of people, and how perfect of a time to have an outdoor, open, spacious outdoor seating where when the pandemic is going on and whatnot, I feel like people would gravitate more towards that than actually being inside right now.
I think that's been a nice draw. People want to be outdoors. It is a limited season, obviously, in Rochester, New York.
Of course.
We're running up against the fall, and so we will, once we hit September, have some limited openings. But it's been a big endeavor and a big project, and I think it's going to be big for the city of Canandaigua.
It's awesome. And like you, there's a place in Auburn, Osteria Salina, that has rooftop dining, and I sit up there, and it's a unique experience, and it's something that you can get excited about in the summer. And, the views that you'll have from up there in Canandaigua, it's just, I would recommend that to anyone. I mean, if you live in a big city, maybe, you get to do something like that a lot of different places, but here in the Finger Lakes, I think this is, like I said, the place in Auburn, and now you guys in Canandaigua are the only rooftop dining places that I know about. And it's more than dining; it's also live music and drinking and nightlife.
We have a full bar up there with about 28 stools. We have bathrooms. It's nothing like anybody has around this area.
Yeah.
I ran into Jim's office to show him this because I know how much he loves to go out to eat, and I was like, I just found you a new place, and he was like, I absolutely will have to.
We're trying to arrange a group to go Saturday night. I don't. Other than throwing it out there, then I step back and let everybody else figure it out. But we're trying to hopefully say, if not this weekend, next weekend. But I definitely made a point to get out there once you show me that.
I need to get out there ASAP. And I just wanted to bring up, you said you've been in business for 7 years at Nick's Chophouse.
At Nick's, yeah.
And you've been stuck with Amanda for 7 years, all 7 years, right?
Well, she's a laugh a minute.
Oh,
she really is.
How does it feel being there for 7 years and now this opening? Is it a whole new excitement?
It is. I mean, it's been, like he said, I started when they opened. I was one of the first waitresses that they hired.
The OG.
I'm the OG.
The original gangster of Nick's Chophouse.
Yep, and they've been great to me. You know, I work full-time, so I've been able to, change my schedule throughout the 7 years. I work sometimes more than others, and they've been very good to me. So it's been really nice to see this transition and see them doing so well.
How has it been working now?
With
during
COVID?
The pandemic and COVID.
Very challenging.
As a server, I can imagine you might not get the nicest people always.
Most of the people are very understanding, but
That's
you
good
do
to
get some of the, the customers that don't understand all of the behind the scene things that the governor has mandated.
Of course.
Just a lot of extra steps that we have to take, cleaning the menus, the seats every time people get up.
Yeah.
Not being able to set the tables, cleaning the bathrooms every hour. So if we're busy, someone has to get up and go clean the bathrooms. And I mean, there's just a ton of rules that people are not aware of, I think.
Oh, yeah.
They just don't understand.
But you guys have been
to,
able...
I was going to say, as a restaurant owner, you're having to work harder and able to have less capacity. How much of a financial strain has this put on your business?
Believe it or not, because of the rooftop, our sales are more than doubled.
Oh, that's
love
great.
hearing that.
Good
I
to hear.
love everything about that.
The dining downstairs has been consistent with last year as of recent also. Even though we're at 50% occupancy indoors, we're at 100 outdoors.
Oh, okay.
The indoors is a little more challenging from a scheduling standpoint, reservation standpoint, because a lot of people like to walk in, as Amanda can attest to. So, there's sometimes a wait. Whether people want to wait or not, that's
up to them.
Nothing we can control. But our numbers have been phenomenal with the rooftop. I mean,
amazing.
I think
That's
Friday and Saturday, we just under 300 people.
Wow. That is great. And
which is way beyond anything we used to do.
That's even better. You guys didn't have to shut down at all. Did you shut down at any point?
We did.
during this?
We did take out only
Okay.
for a period of time.
But you still had people that were supporting you and staying local.
Now that was a hit. I mean, that part of that period of time, I mean, our sales were probably off 75-80%.
Was it fun or challenging to come up with these new takeout ways and keeping everybody happy still?
You adapt.
Yeah.
If you're going to stay in business, you learn to adjust and adapt.
Right.
And I think it was very hard too because it's fine dining downstairs. So for people to take out fine dining is a little difficult. Making sure your meat is the right temperature and having it sit in the car to get it to your house and make sure it still tastes good. And
we did very little takeout prior to that. We really did. I mean, people came in to dine.
Right.
So now we're still doing some takeout, but it's slowly dropping off where more and more people are coming out and venturing into the restaurant again.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about Nick's Chophouse too, but we have some, as we've been known to do here on Wednesday at 12:30, is to drink some alcohol.
Yes.
Wow.
I told them they could bring anything they wanted, and they decided to bring us 2 different drinks that I need you to tell me about, because all I can smell, honestly, is the great smells of these drinks.
And besides this, being known for a steakhouse, you're a wine and martini bar as well, right? And so what do we have here?
Well, those are drinks that originated in the Caribbean. I'm a frequent traveler of the Caribbean and spent many years there. And the one you have is a bushwhacker, they call.
This one?
No, that's that one.
So let's try the
it'll
bushwhacker
taste like
first.
Chocolate, but it's pure alcohol, basically.
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
What is it? Is it so? It's
it's
basically
good,
just like a chocolate martini, or would you call
No,
it?
Coconut in there.
The original down there,
that.
it's frozen. Like, so we actually on the Sky Deck, I purchased 2 of the Island Oasis machines to make them like they do in the Caribbean. And we have, those are actually a frozen drink.
Could be dangerous because it's very tasty,
It's
but
tasty,
you can tell it's strong.
Woo!
It's
I feel like
sneaky
I'm
strong.
on the
That is
beach
so
though.
strong.
That's what I love.
This is right out of the Caribbean. The painkiller is originally out of the British Virgin Islands.
And that's
The
this
rum
one.
in there is a British Virgin Island rum, which is 95 proof, but it's a mix of some fruit juices and the rum.
How do you think these will go together?
you know, try it.
I mean, I don't
Let us
mind
know.
drinking it, but
Oh wow! Yeah,
Let's
this
see.
is a little more fruity. And
Yeah, it's definitely
Right.
fruitier. They both have a coconut mixture in them, so there's definitely that coconut flavor
Yum.
to them. But
this is so good.
These
The
are our top
Bushwhacker
two
is
sellers.
dangerous.
Yeah,
This-
they are.
Okay, well, like I thought with like the consistency, they looked like they were both going to be like a thicker type chocolatey type taste, and this just surprised me completely.
well, you can
'cause it
imagine them
tastes-
frozen too. How good they would be.
well, unfortunately, I was going to say I couldn't bring the
Yeah.
machine here.
I mean, you could have tried.
You know,
Could
and
have
that
tried.
would
Try
give you
harder.
the true flavor of the Bushwhacker. Now, in the Caribbean, the painkiller is poured over ice.
Oh,
And we
okay.
do both of these as a martini in the restaurant downstairs.
Ooh.
Upstairs, they're a frozen drink.
and I'll
Oh,
tell you,
cool.
they're it's unique. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you can get a lot of different mixed drinks at a lot of different places, but
Oh, yum.
I haven't. Specifically, this Bushwhacker. I've had chocolate martinis too, but even this one is different than anything I've had. So
And try that
Well,
one
you
again.
got to be careful. I had
Yeah, be careful.
this is a story I probably shouldn't tell on TV, but
Oh, yeah,
I
now
was
you
at-
have to.
Yeah. have to.
I had a place and lived in the Virgin Islands for years, and I was waiting for my daughter and her girlfriends to fly in for college break, and I went to this one bar that was kind of nice by the ferry, and I felt like a Bushwhacker, and I had 6 of them.
Oh,
Well, they're frozen, so
Right,
they don't.
yeah.
You're drinking them.
You're
You're drinking them.
refreshing.
You're drinking them. And I went to stand up, and I almost fell down. I said, "Okay, I'm going to sit down and wait till my daughter gets here."
that's how you knew that you had to have it at your restaurant because it tastes so good, right?
Well, I like them.
yeah.
So,
well,
very
I like
good.
them.
it was an obvious choice. So then the
so what's the
painkillers are very
alcohol in the
popular.
Bushwhacker?
That one's
That's
The
the
Bushwhacker
painkiller.
is rum, vodka,
Vodka.
Bailey's, Kahlua, Frangelica, white cream de cocoa, and Coco
Wow.
Lopez.
topped with
Oh.
nutmeg, so it's really good.
And
This
what
one
about-
is the
The
Bushwhacker.
painkiller is orange, pineapple, and the 95 proof Pusser's rum.
okay rum.
Yeah.
Do
But
you-
it's strong rum.
Yeah, I could tell. I very much enjoy it. I think everyone that I hang out with would very much enjoy
I could
this
drink
as
about
well.
12 of these.
You could drink about 12 of those. You would be
Just
hammered.
got some pineapple.
It would do you know how many different types of martinis you have on your list off the top of your head, or is it a lot?
You know, I'd be lying to tell you.
Oh,
I
that's
really
okay.
don't.
That
that's
means there's
something
a
my
lot,
son
right?
would be able to probably
There's
answer.
over 10. I'll tell it for you.
There you
Perfect.
go.
There's over 10 downstairs, but I'm not sure what you guys made upstairs.
We aren't doing martinis up there.
So you're just doing the frozen and then the beers.
And we have a full bar too,
Right.
and we have wine up there, but we're not doing the martinis and we have a very limited wine selection.
Okay.
We have a lot more beer up there, draft beer, bottled or canned beer, because we're not using glass.
It's perfect. I really just want to be there right now.
But you made some specialty drinks for the Sky Deck. that are
Oh yeah,
different
we
than
have
downstairs.
pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, mango daiquiris. We have all the flavors, and that's kind of the island thing.
That's all I have in my head is like being on the beach or like getting a drink delivered to me while I'm in the pool eating a cheeseburger.
So is the Sky
The music playing all day is reggae.
Oh,
And then a lot of live
this is
music
definitely
too,
a
right?
Caribbean flair to it.
oh my goodness! I need to go right now.
A lot of live music. I mean,
We haven't done it yet
Not yet.
because
But
of
that's the
all the
plan?
regulations
Yeah.
and the whole. People have to be seated. They're really And when you have live music, it's people tend to want to congregate and come and drink,
Oh,
not
yeah.
necessarily eat. So I'm
Dancing.
trying
Well,
to refrain from that. Indoors, we can't do it because we can't get the occupancy to make it pay.
right? Yeah.
That's okay though.
But
Give it time.
before the pandemic, you were having live music every weekend.
Every Friday and Saturday,
Yeah.
which we will go back to as soon as
You can.
we're
You
allowed.
What about the food? I need to know about the food too. Like,
Is
what's
it-
one of your favorite?
Different menu on the Sky Deck than downstairs.
It is.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, the Sky Deck is going to be it's reduced this year. With the
course.
pandemic, we're getting such a late start. It's our pub fare reduced.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Next year, it's going to be the pub fare enlarged.
Ooh.
But to pull anything off with any quality, we needed to go to the simpler foods.
Right.
The fine dining needs to stay downstairs to get it up there effectively and have any quality left to it. It's just not going to happen.
So we haven't talked too much about the Chophouse.
Yeah. The actual fine dining part. I'm just really excited, clearly about the Sky Deck because that is my
is fun.
vibe. That is my jam right there.
But, I mean, obviously known for your steaks, and on your website, I think you say the best steaks in the Finger Lakes. So what goes into, what makes your steaks better than our,
Boy, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. I can't. I just can't tell you. No.
So we just have to come, like you have to come and see for yourself.
But no, we use good quality meats. We use certified Angus. We have some spice rubs we put on them to give them additional flavor.
Tell us all your secrets.
No, I can't do that. But we it's not just steaks though. We have phenomenal pork chops. We have
seafood dishes too.
Chicken, seafoods. We cover
seafood.
Every base basically. Is there anything I'm missing?
No.
I think that happens sometimes with if you brand yourself as a steakhouse. That people think if they don't want steak or they're a vegetarian or whatever it is that they're. But you have a full menu of. Tons of seafood dishes, tons of, like you say, chicken dishes, some vegetarian dishes,
pasta dishes.
There was it was full. I mean, everybody could find something they like.
Well, and you can get family style sides.
Oh, nice.
In
the way of broccoli, asparagus, cream spinach. So if somebody's only a vegetable eater, we've got almost all of those covered also.
What would you say that your favorite food is there that you eat?
I love the ribeyes. I mean, they do a really good job on the ribeyes.
If it's a steak, it's the ribeye for sure.
Ribeye, and you also offer a porterhouse, prime rib, and
cowboy cut.
Cowboy cut. Yeah, that's got to be a pretty big one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like essentially you're like operating two whole different restaurants now. It basically seems
they are two restaurants,
which is so awesome because you're like, all right, if I went there Friday technically and went on the rooftop, I could go Saturday. It'd feel like a whole different menu, a whole different atmosphere, and I think that's great.
Now we do offer our pub fare in the bar area.
In the bar
on
downstairs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's kind of when we looked at the menu. We said, look at the pub fares, what's got to go up. It's the only thing that's going to be decent when it gets four stories up.
Yeah. I did laugh at your guys' Facebook post where it said, like, we don't have the elevator yet to, like, be warned, because that is seriously, like,
That's
a thing.
awful.
You have to think about, some people probably cannot go right now because they're like, I cannot climb up those stairs. I climb up 3 flights every day and it still kills me. So, but having an elevator in there obviously would be great.
And they're assembling the car as we're speaking. They're down to the finishing touches, and then I'm waiting on a date. They're going to give me the inspection, and then once that's complete, they'll turn it over to us to use.
Beautiful.
So it should be early next week, and then we'll open up Monday through Saturday.
That was my next question. So what are your hours right now for people if they wanted to go tonight? Like, is it open tonight, or is it just Thursday through Sunday?
Thursday 4 to 10. Friday we're doing 11:30 to 10, and Saturday 11:30 to 10.
So that's what you're staying at right now?
Well, just this weekend. And
okay.
One would assume if the elevator inspection's early next week, the plan is to be open every day 4 to 10.
Check the website and the Facebook
4 to
page.
11, something like that.
Yeah, you do a good job with your social medias, and you keep up on them.
Update it frequently.
It's nickschophouse.com would be the website. So see a lot of good things happening in Canandaigua and Geneva, specifically those two downtown areas, as far as culinary and activities and events that they're holding there to get people down there. Especially, a lot of momentum was building before the pandemic, but just talk about a little bit about what it's like working with the city of Canandaigua, and when you wanted to do this rooftop, what was that experience like, just trying to get the proper permits and zoning or whatever?
They were actually very accommodating.
Awesome.
They were very enthusiastic about the project. I mean, you had your typical planning issues we had to get through. Having the right engineer and architect helps, who knows his way through the codes. But no, it wasn't a bad process.
That's great.
There's a lot of codes that we had to deal with, though, and the elevator, as much as there wasn't necessarily a code, once we got to the height of that building, I knew I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So how can you expect customers to do it?
Right.
But it became an issue you had to have anyways, even in their eyes, because to get handicap access.
Of course.
The bathrooms. We had to build one that's handicap bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
There's our train.
Yes, I see. But no, they really were all for it.
Okay.
They had to have known that it was going to bring in a good attraction. Like, it's something that they don't have, so I think it's great.
It's going to create the city of Canandaigua is going to become a destination, I think, because of this. I really do believe it. I think we're going to bring a lot of people. The one I modeled it after, they do over 1,000 people a day.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm sure
that's
once
a lot
it
of
gets
people
back
to come
normal,
to a downtown location.
That's why I'm glad to hear you're having success early, because it's just the type of thing that the people traveling from out of the region would make a point to, that's something place they're going to want to go when they're here. And there is, limited nightlife options, I think, around here, other than some of your standard, bars, indoor. So I think it's unique, and I think it will probably take it to a new level once the tourism gets back to normal here. It's hard to believe, we're in August now. I remember when we first started talking about this in March and April, we were like, maybe a month, and we'll be back to normal. But now we're heading into fall, and that is the big tourism season in the Finger Lakes, and it doesn't look like we're going to be, back to normal, until
it's okay.
Next year,
November through January, best case scenario.
Yeah.
Just think of the hype that you're already building for next summer. But I'm just saying, once I get there, you're just going to have to be worried, because I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave that rooftop area.
You might fall
You better
off.
wait
Do
for
you
the
have high
elevator
railings?
to get installed.
We do have railings. We have
that's
very
rough.
sturdy glass railings. So
I'm going to run right up
we don't impede
those
the view,
flights.
but we have you safe.
No, I'm running right up the flights of stairs, and when I leave, I'm running down them. So
Okay.
that's how it is.
Security, watch that girl.
Yeah, we have security, so that's another bonus.
We do have security while the stairs are being used, yes.
I do want, I'm so glad you guys came in, but I do want Jim to tell us a little bit about the weather so we can know if it's going to be
nice up on the sky deck this weekend.
Right, perfect weekend for the sky deck. So please, can you tell us a little bit about the weather?
Yeah, it's right now we're cooling off after being hot, so
True.
It's cooling off with the cold front that came through the region last night. The rest of the week's going to be highs in the 70s, but then we're going to heat up a little bit as we go through the weekend. Friday should be a beautiful day, mostly sunny with a high maybe approaching 80, just below 80.
Perfect.
But just a 20% chance of an afternoon shower. And then overnight, Friday night into Saturday, it'll be clear and a low of 62, so that's pretty comfortable sleeping weather. And then Saturday, my pick day of the weekend, sunny, high near 84. It's perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. You can do anything you want outdoors.
I'm going.
And then again, Saturday night, the low will get down to about 63, lower 60s, so that'll be comfortable. And then we start a little bit of a warm up again on Sunday, which will be another great day, sunny with a high near 88, and then heading back to work. If that's your thing right now on Monday, it'll be pushing 90, mostly sunny, high near 89, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. So it looks like a fantastic weekend to be on the sky deck, to be at the pool, to be on the golf course. Whatever you got planned for the weekend, the weather should accommodate.
I love that. I'm supposed to actually, fun fact, be at my bachelorette this weekend. And Saturday, I was asked by some of my girls where I wanted to go to dinner. And they were like, where should we go? And I was like, I don't know, let me think. And now I know. Now I'm set. So if they don't take me there, I'm going to be a very mean bridezilla.
Saturday night?
Saturday, yeah.
At the sky deck.
Seating that we are approved for 120 seats, so
I'm not going to bring 120 of my girls.
We should be able to accommodate.
You should, but might want extra security when that crew shows up.
Thinking.
I think that's it. They're like, where should we go? Where should we go? I'm going to find me a driver, and they're going to take me, and I'm going to have a great time at the island because, I was going to a little island, and now I can go to it. Thank you so much for coming in because
Thank you.
You just decided my weekend completely.
There you go.
Does anybody have any exciting weekend plans actually going on?
I also wanted to be at Nick's Chophouse on Saturday night.
Oh no!
But
We're just gonna all come.
That is pending right now.
Are you working Saturday?
Yes, I work Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
Perfect.
Right now. Yeah.
What are your hours?
Well, I work downstairs, but I go
okay.
up the stairs once a shift because that's all I can handle. The stairs are brutal. But I usually go up if I know I have friends up there and say hi, and you can always come down and see me too.
No. We're gonna make you come up like 3-4 times. Don't you think it would be good for her? I think it would be great.
She may not make it 3 or 4 times.
I love that.
I know on Friday night I have a graduation party. There's been graduation parties almost every weekend. So we have another one Friday night.
You're going to golf,
for Griffin Heron, I believe, the Griff dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love him. Oh, my God, he's so old. He's graduated.
Yeah.
I'm so old.
And he'll be going to Cuga College next year, playing soccer, which that is all screwed up a little bit, too. They are playing, but it's weird the way they're doing their summer. Usually he would probably be there by now practicing. So, but anyways, that's graduation party Friday. Nick's Chophouse for dinner. So we could go to dinner downstairs and then go upstairs for a drink.
As long as you buy dessert up there.
Yeah, we tell a lot of people just come down and
the governor's rule, right now is you have to order food. You have to be dining.
Of course,
you can't be standing at the bar. We have a lot of rules we're trying to enforce.
But we would go up and get a table on the roof and order a dessert.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you have special desserts for that? Have you made any new dessert names or anything?
No, we stuck with our regulars.
I saw some people doing that, like the Cuomo crackers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
It's a good idea, but for now, while we're just new, we'll just kind of stick with what we have because it's all overwhelming.
But I know now, as an owner of an establishment like this, every day you wake up and you have to adjust to a new rule. It seems like,
there was a period of time where it was changing a lot, and the definitions come out over time of what he means. You do the best you can.
Yeah.
The problem is when it comes to an establishment with a liquor license, they do have people out policing it,
and they have
so
the power
we have to take it as a no joke. Even though I don't like it any more than anybody else does, but we have to try to follow it.
One thing, if you're a patron of any of these places now and you're going in and you're giving the owners a hard time because of or the wait staff a hard time because of some of the procedures in place, you don't understand.
Get out.
Because
pretty much.
Just because you wouldn't wear your mask or do this or that, then now all of a sudden you're put the liquor license in jeopardy. That goes away. There's no business.
Yeah.
So,
and fines and we've had people leave because they didn't want to order food, and sorry, we can't serve you.
That's good, though. At least,
it's not normal.
It's
not what we should be doing as a normal rule of business, but it's what we have to do right now.
Right. And you're accommodating, and everybody should go out and support you guys and should check out the new rooftop before it gets too cold already. And I just think I was so glad you guys came in because you just set my whole weekend up. Because I was already so depressed because I couldn't go on my bachelorette, thanks to it being on the ban list. And I know Jim wasn't going to let me have 2 weeks off after I got back from a vacation, so had to do it. He's like, yeah, no, definitely not.
No, you'll have fun at the Sky Deck.
Maybe
we'll see you there.
Yeah, I know. I will absolutely have fun at the Sky Deck. But look at, was that painful? Because we're basically done with the show.
Yeah, we did. Amanda, you were very stressed before the show, but it went okay, right?
Yes.
I think you did.
I've gotten a lot of rude texts from my coworkers, by the way. I'd like to point out during
How could they be rude? I think it was a perfect show. I think everything we did was amazing. I think everybody should go out and should get these drinks. They should try them. Maybe try all 10 martinis if you're really feeling it. And
quick shout out before you sign off.
Yes,
the photos, obviously we didn't do photos again this week. They are coming back. We made a change to our photos section on our site, how we're handling photos. So the photos aren't going away from the show forever. They'll be back.
So maybe someone should take a photo on top
from the roof. Well, you could do that.
Well, yeah, I definitely will, but I don't think I have the photo ability that the people that send us ones in do.
No, that's true.
But if you want to know more about Nick's Chophouse and Sky Deck, where can they go and find you?
Our website, we have most of the information. We've just added a Sky Deck page.
Okay.
As of yesterday, it went live.
Perfect.
And we have a Facebook page also.
What's the URL for the website?
I knew you'd ask.
I could tell.
Chophouse
I could tell he was going around it. So
Chophouse and bar.com.
Nick's
Yes.
Chophouse and Bar.com. And you can look up Nick's Chophouse and it'll
You
pop
can
right up on
Google it, and
Facebook.
Nick's Chophouse in Canandaigua, it'll come up.
Oh, yeah, I've Googled it a few times since I've seen that picture that Amanda posted. What a great staff promoting you. And look, you're going to bring us all there. So that's all the time we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, by
Thank
the
you.
way, on completing
Congratulations.
that
We're
project
so
and
excited.
opening. It's going
I
to be a
think
big
it's
thing
great.
for Canandaigua and the whole region, I think.
Absolutely.
too.
And you guys can come back whenever you want. The next time you can bring us steaks,
Food.
you can make us food, you can do whatever you want.
Oh,
But
see, she didn't tell me to do that, or I would have.
well,
all about
I
the
didn't want to
drinks.
put too much pressure on you guys
Oh, it's
already.
not pressure.
Thank you for coming,
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. If you like the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back again next Wednesday, of course. And until then, have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes and get to the sky deck.